It's interesting to be here for our foreign guests in particular, to be here the day after such a momentous election. Yesterday, one of our colleagues who was here from Mexico said he wasn't quite sure if he'd get back across the border or get across the wall. So, you know, there's going to be a lot of jokes, and we have no idea about the ramifications over the next years, but hopefully that this president will care about science and care about the oceans, and we will all work hard to try and educate him. So let's hope that that will be a positive, certainly in I'll say NAFTA, not that he's been a big fan, but working with our partners in Mexico and Canada, that he will be a believer in the oceans. On behalf of the Maritime Alliance, we'd like to welcome you to the 8th Annual BlueTech and Blue Economy Summit. As you know, this is 2 of 6 events we're doing over 5 days. We have 140 registered over the next 2 days, and we have 210 registered for the gala dinner this evening. So we're very pleased with the turnout. We expect over 400 people in total for the events in the course of the week. And we hope that you will go across the hall and go talk with the exhibitors, because we have some great exhibitors that are, this is all about promoting blue tech and blue jobs, and so we need to be working with companies from the United States and around the world trying to find opportunities. So we are the recognized cluster organizer for the San Diego Maritime Technology Community. It's approximately 1,400 blue economy companies, about 200 that we considered blue tech. We don't put on trade shows, rather we put on intimate technology-oriented events in order for people to meet each other, really networking events. That obviously changes in February of 2017, when Oceanology International North America will come to San Diego, which will be the largest trade show in the Americas focused on ocean technology. We're very pleased to be working with Reed Exhibitions. I think 2 of our colleagues, you raise your hand, Vasil and Jonathan from Reed Exhibitions, and they're here to make sure that we run a good show so that they don't feel bad that we are their partners for February of 2017. We're very excited to be working together with them to bring the show to North America. We have a great lineup of speakers and panelists and exhibitors. Please visit with them and talk about opportunities, because that's really what this is all about. Day 1 will commence with an introduction by Margaret Leinen, the director of SIO. I'll ask her to come up in just a minute. She'll be introducing our keynote speaker, Dr. Adele O'Connor from Ireland. That'll be followed by 2 panels on gathering ocean data and marine spatial planning as important to promote sustainable ocean development. Our featured speaker is Dr. Will McClintock, a project scientist at UC Santa Barbara on ocean planning and the blue economy. And Will is one of our brand ambassadors. Our condolences go out to Nick Lambert, who was supposed to be here from the UK. His father died last week, and today is the funeral, so he could not be with us, but we'll be thinking about Nick as well. So Will be talking about ocean planning and the blue economy. It's very fitting because of some of the things you're going to hear about today that are going on in the San Diego region. Day 1 will wrap up with a bang, a view from the CTO's office, and then we have a public officials panel, which will include the Honorable Betty Yee, elected controller of the state of California. Then our signature reception and the gala dinner. Betty Yee will be a featured speaker, and then the keynote speaker will be from the X Prize, Matt Mulrinen. And Matt was with us the last couple of days, but we're really excited to be working together, and they will be announcing a new small X Prize this evening. Thank you to our speakers and panelists. We could not do this without you, and you're all critical to promote this blue voice together. Secondly, to our representatives from around the world, part of our DNA is to work across the United States and around the world. So if I could ask you to stand and just remain standing for a second. Representatives from Canada. There are a couple of people. Frederick, anybody from Canada, please stand up. From France, please stand up. From Ireland, please stand up and stay up. From Mexico, Andres is not here yet, I see. From Saudi Arabia, from Spain, Joaquin, from the UK, They're all at the same table. That's exactly what you're not supposed to do. Come on. Oh, I say, there's Carl. And then from clusters of the United States.
It's the language issue.
It's the language issue, that's right. 2 countries divided by common language. Thank you very much. Let's give them a hand. And of course, to our sponsors, we will be rotating through the sponsors. We have signs outside, but we obviously could not do this without them. There are 19 BlueTech Week sponsors, and their names are on the back of the program. And we have over 60 members today of the Maritime Alliance, up from 15 2 years ago. A special thanks to NOAA IUS program and to Ocean Conservancy that really have been supporters of ours for the last 4 years. It's been incredibly important. They've done it very early on in the process, and you know, it's hard when you're a small nonprofit. You want to make sure that you have great partners and ones that are also willing to support you, and it's really important to us. So to Sandra Whitehouse from Ocean Conservancy and Carl and all the people from the IUS office, we are very thankful. Special thanks to NOSTEC and XPRIZE for being really signature sponsors this year, and to everybody, including the people that will be sponsoring these tables this evening. We have, I think, 19 sponsored tables. So that's how we go up to 210 people this evening. Part of our message, and I thought that Adele did a great job of, we talk about the triple helix in Europe. So that's bringing together 3 constituencies, which we do too, which is academia, it's people involved in the policy side, so elected officials, economic development, military, NGOs, and then the third and very important, most important perhaps, is industry. But those 3 are critical together. And the fourth, as Adele said yesterday, is society. And part of the reason this Maritime Gala Dinner takes place each year is to bring in as many people as possible. So across this community, people are being given honors for the work that they're doing, and we'll have 9 awards this evening. But it's really to bring together that community so that we see each other and are able to work together. So special thanks to the people that have kind of put this on, which is Greg Murphy, our Executive Director, Kellen Baker, our Program Manager, Ron Blavichuk over in the corner. They have been working with us really for years when we could barely pay them, and they've done an absolutely outstanding job. If you need AV, please talk to TechSmart. The venue and Lisa Knoer from Crown Plaza that have been absolutely amazing to work with.